let's head to Alberta, Calgary, Canada to meet our next contestants, Jennifer Fraser and her dog, Daiquiri.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Fraser, and this is my beloved and most famous dog, Daiquiri. We have competed and performed in Chile, Germany. We represented Canada twice at Crufts, which is the biggest international dog show in the world. I have been learning and training dogs since I was 3 years old, taught by my beloved grandmother, who unfortunately recently passed away. So everything I do is in her name and in her honor. Daiquiri has got a very impressive resume with myself. We have 13 Guinness World Records. We have been on America's Got Talent, Canada's Got Talent. We perform on stage in front of kids, we do theater shows, and it's just all about getting out there, showing people our unique style, and making people smile. I hope you pick us so you can kind of see what we're all about and what we do.
Here is Jennifer Fraser and Daiquiri with Our Last Stand. This is intense.
This is very intense.
No dog yet, unless the dog is very well hidden.
That's right. Epic music for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're getting some handler skills solo here.
Wow, Jennifer has showmanship. I'm really enjoying this.
It makes you wonder where we're going to see this dog and how it's going to play into this performance for sure. But we've got a great start.
I'm anticipating an explosive beginning from the dog. I want it to fly in from left or right, or center maybe. I wonder if the dog has another.
There we go.
Here we go.
There it is. You called it.
I called it. Hey, with skills like that, it's got to be a fun entrance, huh? Or now it's
nice
a duel.
Coordination.
This has got some story to it, Chrissy.
Yes, I'm loving that already. We're feeling a storyline here. Look, see, goes to go. It has that. The dog performs a shy trick, covering their eyes.
Wow, is that what that's called?
Yes.
Very interesting.
Off the body.
Yep.
This is a duel, obviously.
Through the loop of the arms and the pole there too. I don't know if that's the technical term for this martial art instrument, but wow.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's fantastic. What a great use of prop, storyline, and complex skill all wrapped in one.
That was impressive.
And a fake pee on the leg. That's what that move is right there.
Is that it?
Dogs doing a little bit of a fake pee to that to their battle.
See, Jennifer's now saying, okay, back off.
That's right.
And I love the intensity. There's some
good
amazing
away work.
tricks in here.
Great athletic dog, very eager. Beautiful work of body between handler and dog.
Oh, the balancing for me is
That's
wonderful.
fantastic.
That cannot be real.
Wow, on the feet. Oh, and a dagger.
And a
Where
dagger?
did that come from?
Oh, and he gets killed. Oh no, Jennifer gets killed. Brilliant.
To the throat.
That was quite a story. I feel like that was more of a journey. That should be an epic movie.
Yes.
We have so much to say about that. What are your thoughts, Chrissy?
Blown away. First of all, I love the use of props and storyline, and we were drawn in by what is happening here. We have just a handler, no dog yet, but wow, just the skills alone with that was
100%.
impressive. And then the explosive action between dog and handler, completely seamless, as I felt, and adding some super complex skills in there.
Yeah, I really think it adds when there is an extra storytelling element to these performances. You know, we see so many dog performances, and when they have that added drama, like we built the energy at the very beginning in this performance with Jennifer, and she was solo, and we're waiting to see where's her partner, and then boom, Daiquiri just kind of flies in and gives us this very dramatic, almost like Tom Cruise if he were a dog type move. And I gotta say, like, I've not seen the use of a prop like that where it looks like a real fight to the death, which ultimately ends up in, sorry, Jennifer, the handler did not win this one. Daiquiri won.
That's right.
Jennifer 0.
The dogs always win.
Yes.
And they really do. But what I also loved is that you could go from explosive behavior together to something very, very impulse control based. So showing shy, doing a rollover, pausing, seeing that control and that communication between the two of them while maintaining a storyline appeal. I would have loved to have seen this on an actual stage or a different type of backdrop.
Interesting.
So I think I would have really liked that to tie in more to really play with the story.
Talk to us about how difficult it is for Daiquiri to be balancing. We saw multiple times Daiquiri balancing on Jennifer's feet and then also balancing on a pole, like for a good chunk of time. How difficult is that?
It is very challenging. First of all, you want to always make sure your props are safe for your dog, but it's about building that dog's strength and conditioning, those core muscles, the back muscles, everything needed, and the trust between you and your dog to be able to achieve something like that.
Wow, there must be like a doggy gym or something like that where they strengthen their core muscles. Okay, now it's that time, Chrissy. Please tell us all who is going to be the winner of tonight's episode, and we'll ultimately move on to the semifinals.
You guys really put me to the test in this group of people. It was thrilling to see everybody perform, but you know I'm a sucker for use of prop, use of stage, and a strong storyline and complexity in the skills without using verbal and body cue too much. So with that being said, the winner of this round is going to be Jen, Fraser, and Daiquiri.
Jen and Daiquiri, of course, with that dramatic routine. So well deserved. Congratulations to you both. And of course, thank you to all of our amazing dancers that performed and competed today. We really hope to see you out on the dance floor very, very soon. Up next, it's Jen and Daiquiri with Our Last Stand. This is one of my favorite routines. So unforgettable, and I think that's really important to keep in mind in this competition.
That's right, we're seeing it, just amazing handler skills from the get-go, and we haven't even had a reveal of a dog yet.
Yeah, Jen is really killing that. And as I predicted, I really feel like an explosive entrance from Daiquiri is what's in order here.
That's right. I feel like something's going to happen. It's a powerful song. We got a powerful handler so far. I can't wait to see what comes next.
Wow.
There it is.
I just love the back bend. This time I was actually watching Jen. Really interesting shapes. And we always talk about this, Chrissy. It's important for the handler to also perform, not just the dog, right?
That's correct. And there is a big difference between storyline and dancing. So I want to see some more of those dance moves come out as they go into this performance.
Great use of props, I thought there.
Great communication between dog and handler. A lot of body cues. The dog is very smooth at listening to those moments and needing that.
I mean, there's some great speed. I know that you would appreciate that flow.
Yes, the cadence between the both of them is very even, so she's got a good flow. This is pulling more of a storyline, which I think is really impressive. What a great trick from that dog. Good balancing moves.
I absolutely love that balance, and I love the fact that Jen really goes to use that pole, and at the same time,
That's right.
Daiquiri's able to achieve that body roll.
A little bit of a fake pee there from the dog, which I thought was kind of a classic little comedy action there. I do feel that this is definitely a storyline based. I'd love to see dance flow come in, but I'm seeing a lot of power moves. I love that. I think that's great.
I have a different stances. I think though it is a lot of storyline, it is a lot of tricks, and it's very effective. But I do think that it is a dance incorporated in there, and again more story here, which I thought was awesome.
That's right.
Oh, and the dog prevails.
Dramatic.
Very dramatic. Well done, Daiquiri. We hope Jen is okay. Thank you, Jen and Daiquiri. Let's turn things over to our judge, Chrissy.
You know, this is such a power team. They have really nailed their stage use. They've got all these props. They've worked around the stage really well. They're definitely building a storyline for us to follow through. I loved that. I do think that I was watching a stunt performance, which I think is fantastic, but I do want to remember we are a dog dancing show, and I'm looking for dancing between dog and handler. So while that was so engaging, I do feel that I would have loved to seen a little bit more dancing versus building this storyline.
I do agree with you. Dance moves, the incorporation of those little dance moves in there. Okay, so you are a ninja, it is a fight to the death, but there are certain dance moves that can be powerful, almost like a big puffy chest type of paso doble, as that's the dance that I would kind of match with this type of song. Something like that would have helped to incorporate what you're talking about, I think.
Their communication was spot on. This is such a great contender to go into the finals. I think that we're going to really have to be super critical moving forward to see who goes to the next round.
It's going to be so tight. It's going to be so tight. That was such an amazing performance. We've seen another 5 incredible performances tonight. Congratulations once again to all 5 teams for a job well done. Now it's time to announce who will be moving forward into the finals. Chrissy, please tell us who it'll be.
All of you did a fantastic job, but I really have to be critical and try to get through each act and find out which one is the best one to move forward. There's one that stood out to me that had a lot of shock value, had a great use of stage and props, and I really loved how they incorporated lots of movement with their props. The team that's going to be chosen to move forward is going to be JenandDaiquiri.
JenandDaiquiri, congratulations, you've earned a place in the finals. And there we have it, our 4 finalists are set. They are Katerina and Lava, Nikki and Elsa, Jen and Daiquiri, and of course Alexandra and Tesla. Be sure to tune in to see which of our dog dancers will be crowned champion. Up next, it's JenandDaiquiri with Our Last Stand. Okay, here we go. Now we know that this couple prides themselves on performance and action and showmanship. It is very adrenaline packed, this routine, right?
That's right, and it goes well with the music. It's a very powerful song. She's chosen a unique way to enter into her dance, and I can respect that. I think she's really trying to really grow the wow and shocker value of this particular performance, and so she wants her audience to kind of be questioning what's happening next, what's going to happen next. That keeps everyone really engaged, and she has used quite a bit of props and costuming to make that happen.
Are there any negatives to adding so much use of props?
Sometimes I feel it can take away from a dance that we're looking for here at the dog dancing show, so I really like to see that dance and fluidity between them. This is almost positioned as a battle between them, so it's a different style of dance. It still is very much a dance though, but I do feel that sometimes the props can get in the way of her being able to use her arms and kind of communicate with her to the dog.
Every time I watch this routine, I notice something else, and just then it was like Jen was looking for Daiquiri, couldn't find her, and then looked under her legs, and all of a sudden Daiquiri jumps on her back. Like, there's a lot of storytelling, a lot of acting in here, and that's present in dance too. Of course, we are missing some of those dance actual steps. You know, dancing not for the sake of dancing, but for the sake of the movement. This is all story driven, so maybe that's a downside in the scoring. We'll have to find out.
Right, I do love the moments where they're building storyline in some of those moments, but again, we're looking for dancing. So there's a very fine line in between dancing and storytelling when it almost may shift a little bit too far on the storytelling version, and that's also fantastic in itself. There are places for that, but I am looking for more of a dance.
That is the way to end a routine. Such a dramatic finish. Thank you so much, JenandDaiquiri. Okay, let's take it to Judge Chrissy.
I love their performance. You know me, I love a good stage. I love a good set of props. And I appreciate a storyline built into dance. We can all agree what a great showmanship and level of performance that's coming from this team. They are obviously seasoned in the performance area. They use their stage beautifully, great use of props. The flow is wow. The flow is shocker value. I love that. There's a strong storyline, and after all the storylines we've watched, we were able to actually really follow this storyline. I can appreciate that. I think maybe eliminate some more of those pauses that we have dramatic effect. That would have been more of the style of a dog dance for me, but this was a great skit and storyline built in as well. But otherwise, wow, these are strong performers to have in our finalists.
Everything has meaning, so hats off to Jen, who created this. I think that you executed excellently. Of course, I do think that there could have been more heavier on the side of dance steps. You know, some side by side would have been really good. I don't think it would have taken away from the story at all.
I loved their stage. Everything had a purpose. Great use of props. I do feel with the flow, holy cow, were they able to pack a punch, but also keep a flow, and everything had a purpose.
Absolutely. It was the jumping on the back for me. Good height, Daiquiri.